It was all about DNA today in the trial tied to the murder of Victoria Martens. DNA is some of the only hard evidence in this case and turned the investigation upside down back in 2018 when officials released information about unknown male DNA found on the 10-year-old's body. News 13's Brittany Bade breaks down what scientists found and did not find at the crime scene.
The Y profile on Victoria's mid and lower back. And so at this point, that profile belongs to an unknown person.
Yes.
That is the DNA testing that got Michelle Martens, Jessica Kelly, and Fabian Gonzales out of a murder charge following the death of 10-year-old Victoria Martens in 2016.
Are all four of those profiles consistent with one another?
They are consistent with one another.
So this, in your opinion, is this one or two people?
It appears to be one individual.
Prosecutors say that DNA backs up Jessica Kelly's story that a mystery man came into the Martens' apartment looking for Gonzales and strangled Victoria as a warning. However, DNA testing on Victoria's neck only found a trace amount of male DNA. The defense argues that could have innocently come from one of her playmates.
That indicates to me that there's a very, very low amount of male DNA present.
Today, prosecutors presented a mountain of DNA samples collected at the crime scene, trying to prove while Gonzales did not kill Victoria, he did help dismember her body and try to dispose of the evidence.
Is this the largest case you've ever done?
It is.
Is this the largest case that the state lab, as far as you know, has ever done?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
However, while much was collected, few results were yielded.
Human male DNA was identified on item 4176A side 1, however not in sufficient quantity for further testing.
Over and over again, the jury heard the state's forensic scientists say while there was DNA found all over Victoria's body as well as on items her body parts were placed in, like trash bags and a laundry hamper, there was never a good enough sample to test. The defense argued those trace amounts are normal.
We're not really too surprised to find other male DNA at a low level in a household with males.
I would agree with that.
The only piece of evidence presented today that was a positive match for Gonzales was a black sock that also had Victoria's body tissue on the outside.
The major DNA profile resolved from this mixture matches the DNA profile from Fabian Gonzales.
In cross-examination, the defense argued the sock is far from a smoking gun, saying it is possible Gonzales was not even wearing the sock the night Victoria was killed.
It's at least possible that that sock was contaminated on the top of the foot with biological material after Fabian wore the sock. Is that true?
I would say that's possible.
And pointed out no other hard DNA evidence ties Gonzales to the crime.
That's the only item that has both Victoria and Fabian's DNA on one object.
Yes.
Brittany Bade, KRQE News 13.
In opening statements, the prosecution told the jury there was also fingerprint evidence tying Gonzales to items used to try and dispose of Victoria's body. It is not clear whether they will call another expert witness to testify to those claims. Gonzales is facing reckless abuse of a child resulting in death and 8 other charges.